Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Allan Wade. We are back again with yet another one. We are going to do a St. Patrick's Day designs. With St. Patrick's Day closely approaching, we are going to stitch out a 4-leaf clover hat. It's gonna be awesome. I got my stabilizer right here. I'm just gonna hoop my fabric together and keep everything looking good. I like to pull the edges just a little bit once I hoop my fabric here. Pull on the bottom. Make sure you don't pull it too much because you don't want the material to get stretched out. You want it to stay kind of like flat and even. And after you do that, tug each side, you just tighten it up at the bottom, and you are ready to go as far as your hooping process is concerned, guys. Follow along with me, guys. I'm gonna show you guys something. Next thing you're gonna do is pick out your colors. We are just gonna grab our handy dandy color kit here. I want something that's like a light green. Leaf green, lime green. Let's see, fresh green. That's what I want right there, fresh green. That's 27. I don't see our fresh green, guys. I think we might have used it all up, but let's see, what's this, 502. 502 is the mint green. That could work. And we have a black. Where's our black? Somewhere around here. Oh, it's in the top of the machine. Okay, we got a black in the top of the machine. And I think that's all we need. I want the leaf to be a little brighter though. I'll figure it out. But guys, what you want to do is pick out all your colors, and after you pick all your colors out, you sit them to the side, and we are ready to start embroidering. So let's just start the process. Now we are going to load up our machine with our stabilizer. What you guys have to understand is there really is no right or wrong way to do this. Got that loaded up. Turn on our machine right here. Switch on the side at the bottom. Where is it? It's to the back. Turn that on, machine turns on, and we gotta put our memory card in the back. Let me go get my memory stick. I have my memory stick right here, guys, but before I put it inside the machine, I have a few things that I want to change in my design. So we're just gonna go ahead to the computer, make those changes, and then we're gonna save the design on our memory stick, overwrite the old one. Matter of fact, I don't even think I saved it on this device, but we're gonna make the changes in the software. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do, and then we are going to load it up and stitch it out. So let's see how this goes. So we are in our software here. We got our design all loaded up, and what I forgot to do with this design was add pull compensation, I think. So let me first click on this layer right here and add some pull comp. We go to sew attributes and put some pull comp. I do have a pull comp of 1 on it. Let's see what happens if I put 2 on there. Okay, that doesn't do too much. It doesn't fray anything around. The thing you want to do is put some pull compensation on it so that it doesn't stitch everything too tight, so that when you put the other layers on there, it doesn't pull and make the outline look all weird. But I made a thick border right here, so we should be fine with that. The next thing I want to add some pull comp on is the leaf. So let's see, I got the leaf right here. That's the leaf layer. I got pull comp of 1 on it. I'm gonna put that up. Let's see what that does. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. So I put a pull comp of 2 on there. What about this right here? 1 on there. I'm gonna put 2 on there. See what that does. That looks good also. You see it coming over the edge just a little bit, just a little tiny bit. That is okay because it's not, I don't think it's gonna like show in the design. So we should be all right with that. That's the inside. It says it's gonna do an undersew, and that's okay. 130 is the density. That's okay. What about the border? The border is gonna do an undersew, which is not necessary, so I'm gonna take that off. Phone call, 1 second. And then boom. Do we need an undersew for this part? I said, wait, wasn't this gets a interesting. Okay, so what we got here is we got an outline, and then we got the dark part of this, and we don't need an outline of that, which is, so let me just, what happens if I turn this off? Let me see. Then it goes away, alright? If I turn that off. But do we lose? Yeah, that's fine. We don't need that. Okay. So this right here is the buckle. I'm just checking to see if I lost anything here. Did I lose anything? Got the outline. Got this outline of the whole entire thing. And I got the inside. Okay, so the inside, it could get an undersew, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to just raise it to about 130. I'm going to give it a little pull comp, a little more pull comp, make it a little bigger. That made it a little bigger, that's okay. And the edges, the outside edges, like the right side and the left side of the hat, that's a pull comp of 1. I'm going to give it another one. See what that's okay. I'm going to give this side another one too. That's okay. And these are just lines right here, so that's not going to matter much. Density of 30. Undersew, doesn't need an undersew. I'm going to take that off. This right here is the outline of the whole entire hat. That has an undersew. I think I'm going to take that off also. Doesn't need it. I don't think it needs it. What else? The outline around the leaf, that definitely does not need an undersew, and it's about 130. I'm going to decrease this density because I think 130 is a bit too much. I'm going to put it about 125. I think that should be fine. I think I should probably decrease this one too to about 125 also. Just made that a little bit thinner. And we are ready to stitch it out, guys. I think this is going to come out pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. Just going to make sure we check for the size. Right here, we can look right here on the bottom side, and we see the size of it and how big of a design it's going to be. We have our 4x4 workspace area. So now we are just going to size it up. Size it up, and I think this is a good size for it right now. I think it looks good just like that, so I'm going to save it right here, and I'm also going to save it on my SD card, and I mean my SD card, my hard drive, my little flash drive, and we're going to put it in the machine. So now we can insert our card, our memory, our flash drive in the side of the SE600 and push the screen like we always do. Navigate through there. And guys, if you haven't purchased your SE600 yet, just use my link, Amazon link down in the description below. Purchase your machine. It helps the channel out a lot. I'm an Amazon affiliate and I get a cut every time you use my link to buy anything on Amazon. Alright, so it should be our last file. There it is. Boom. End edit. And I like to see how long it takes to stitch out. It says 18 minutes, which is not that bad. Okay, so the first layer, as you guys can see, is the big old, let me give you a close up, the big old part of the hat right there. That's the first layer. All right, and then followed by, what's this part? Followed by a black. I should have put the two blacks together, but I couldn't actually. It makes sense to, you have to stitch it out in a certain way, if that makes any sense. But anyway, I'm gonna show you guys. Let's get into it. First thing we're gonna do is load up the thread that we need first. So we gotta take this black thread out because we're not using that right now. Take the black thread out. And the first thing is gonna be the whole hat. And we're gonna use, actually, we're gonna make like a brown hat. All right, this is gonna be like a, yeah, so. You don't, and that's the good thing about this stuff, you don't have to use the colors that it says on the screen that we programmed in the software. You can pretty much make any color stuff that you want. You know, you don't have to, you're not limited to the color that, you know, just because it says it on a computer. Because the machine doesn't know what color thread is in there. It doesn't have like a color reader or anything like that in the machine, all right? So you can change up, mix and match different color threads for your design. All right, so we're ready to go. Only thing left to do now is press the button and start it. So let's press the button. And the SE600 begins to do its stitch out of the first join. See something on there that I don't want, it's okay to get in there real fast. Get in there real fast and move it around. All right, so this is a very small design, so it's gonna be interesting to see how it stitches it out. It's gonna put an undersew right here, which is good. It's gonna make our design nice and steady and sturdy. See, it's stitching out the undersew, which is cool. Cool. Guys, once again, if you haven't purchased your SE600 or if you're in the market to buy anything on Amazon, use my link. Oh, stop. See, look at that upper thread. So what happened right now is the upper thread somehow got yanked and got messed up in the machine. So if you notice, there's no thread in here anymore. All right, and I got a message on the machine. The machine has safety precautions, because what I didn't show you guys is when I was putting the thread in, I had a little loop in the thread, and I didn't think it was going to be a problem, but obviously it was. So like even pulling on my thread, it's like caught in the machine somehow. So this is a good thing for you guys to see happen. And I see right there the thread is caught up in there in the little part right here. So I'm not going to yank on it too much. I'm just going to try to get it out of there slowly and take my time and not have any thread get caught up in the machine. All right, that's what you don't want to do. All right, so all right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen up some thread. I'm going to trim it from right here, and I'm going to pull from right here. I'm going to come down, and I can see that the tension wheel, some thread is caught in there somehow, and I got to see if I can get it out of there. Interesting. How do I? Now, I just snapped some thread off, and it's some thread caught in there. That's not a good thing. Not a good thing. All right. Hopefully, oh guys, difficulty in the SE600. I'm not feeling this at all. I'm gonna wrap some around my finger here and pull on it, and it's not working. And this part right here, there's no way to get this off. So the area where I got thread stuck in is just like, I see something inside the machine. It's like hooked onto something. Alright, I'm gonna have to do this off part right here off camera. So I might have just ruined my machine, guys. I might have stretched something out, to be honest with you. First time this happened to me. Doesn't look good on the inside. Alright, you can see that the thread is caught onto something right here. And it looks like that something might be loose or stretched out. I don't know if I did that. Obviously, I might have did that by pulling on it. But I hope I didn't bend something that's not supposed to be bent. I might have ruined my machine, but we'll see. This is the first time that this has ever happened. Like this. You see it in there? And I don't know what to do. So I'm just going to take my time and try to fish this out without bending that little small metal thing that's in there. And hopefully we'll be alright. We'll see. It feels like it's coming loose, but if you notice, when I pull on it, it's caught in there pretty good. It's like a knot or something like that. So, alright guys, I'll be right back. Alright guys, let me give you guys an update of what's going on here. So I can't get this thread out, I can't get it loose. So what I'm going to do is I just threaded it back up the machine. I cleared, press OK on the screen. I'm going to trim this a little bit, and I'm just going to hope that this thread right here gets loose when I start the machine. I've lost hope with this design. We're going to have to rehoop this and get a fresh new piece. I don't think it's going to turn out good, obviously, but I just want to save the machine at this point. So let's see what happens when I... Interesting. So confused right now. So confused right now because I still got this piece of thread in my hand. It's not coming off. I'm just going to clip it. So confused right now. So technically there's still a piece of thread that's stuck in there. Hopefully over time it'll come loose. But if you look at the design now, like right around the top part where it messed up at, the thread is a little bit loose, like right up here. You guys can't see it, but there's kind of like some stitches missing and loose. But I mean, it's still stitching out the design. It looks good, so I'm gonna let it stitch out and let this thing play out and see what happens, man. But that's a bummer to start off like that, you know. But hey, I like to show this type of stuff to let you guys know that this stuff happens to the best of us. And I don't know, this machine could potentially have a problem with it, but it seems to be stitching out fine. But I do know that there is some thread stuck in there somewhere, but it doesn't seem to be affecting the functionality much. I'm hoping that maybe it'll become loose. Always something, guys. But when there's something, you gotta learn how to work your way through these issues. And thank God I just didn't keep on tugging really, really hard, because that could have potentially broke the machine. So I'm just gonna let a little of this stitch out and we'll be right back. All right, so the machine now went to the top part of the stitch out. And if you guys can see right here, this thread right here is a little bit loose. Look, it even came up. I'm gonna stop the machine real fast, so I'm gonna trim that. This part right here just came up. I'm gonna trim it and get it off of there. And now I'm gonna let it continue stitching. Yeah, man, but overall, it looks like it didn't affect our machine. It looks like it's still stitching out fine, but I mean, we'll see. Stitch feels good, it looks good, looks tight and everything, so just gonna let it stitch out and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so we're approaching the end and I'm gonna see how much, if any, gap it leaves. Oh, it just closed that gap right up. Okay, that's nice, I'm pleased. And so now, go to the screen and see what it says to do next. It says to insert the black because it's gonna do this whole stitch out around the cap and the little two small borders along the sides of the hook. So we're just going to, let's see how this pullout goes. Normally I just up, swipe, and then I just pull this out. Let's see if it pulls out smoothly. Yeah, pull it out fine, like I normally do. And I know in my soul that there is a piece of thread that's still inside the machine, but it's just something I'm gonna have to deal with. Let me put this away. Use our spool saver. If you wanna buy some spool saver, links will be down below to buy yourself some spool saver, guys. Stick around because later today, if not tomorrow, I have a surprise for you. We got something in the mail and we will be opening it up. Don't forget to visit the merch store to buy yourself some channel merch, help support the channel. I have tons of embroidery files available to you that you can purchase for the price of $1, or you can purchase a flash drive that has 30 .pes files that you can stitch out at your convenience when you want to play around with your SE600 or anything like that. Now guys, I am anticipating that this design is going to stop in the middle of stitching at some point, and it's going to ask for a new spool, because I know I don't have enough down here to complete this whole design. At least I think I don't. So we'll see. So right now it's stitching out the one side, and it's going pretty fast. It's going pretty fast. Got a jump stitch right here that I can cut out. But guys, this design, depending on how it comes out the first try, I might add some more density to this right here. It looks like it could be some more density added. this design will be available on allanawade.com because I look, it seems like it's pretty good. All right, so I'm definitely gonna trim that, but like initially right now, I don't need to trim it. Yeah, I don't need to trim it right now, but I am going to because I don't want it to interfere with anything. So you can see the jump stitch right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop the machine, just push the button right here, and clip, and clip again. And I'm just gonna clip this one too. I can't get it. Gotta make sure you don't pick up any other loose thread with it. Clip and clip again. Get close in there and clip. Alright, so keep on going. Nice. Looking good so far. It's looking real good, if I do say so myself. Let me increase the ISO because you guys aren't getting the full Monty. There you go. Should have had that ISO up a little bit higher. I really need to do a white balance on this. Before I attempt to do any sort of white balance, I wanted to show you guys this jump cut real fast. So I'm just going to trim it. And it's already doing a stitch along the whole outline of the design. So it looks good. I'm just going to let it continue on. It looks good. Border nice and thick. I'm pleased, very, very pleased with it so far. And since our little incident, the machine doesn't seem to be having any issues, which is good, but I'm glad that I can go through this stuff and show you guys what you might encounter when you buy your SE600. For the most part, when I'm careful, I don't ever have any problems. But the fact that I did see that the thread had an issue with it while I was loading it up and I didn't untangle that issue, that was just asking for a problem. If you ask for a problem, the machine is going to give you a problem. So don't ask for any problems. Don't be like me and be stubborn while I'm making the video. Take your time, untangle your thread, and then load it up, or else you will have issues just like me. And what I find is most of the times when I have an issue, it was my fault. I either tried to load a bobbin thread too fast, like just now I tried to load the bobbin at the top too fast, or I load the bobbin at the bottom too fast, and then I load the spool at the bottom too fast, and then the white thread starts peeking through, then I stop the machine, and I load it up. I load the spool at the bottom, I load the bobbin at the bottom back in carefully. I take my time and do it, and then I load it up the same way, but I take my time and do it, and it seems like that problem just goes away. This machine is, I don't want to say it's problematic, but it's just like anything else. It's like, you know, it's not that expensive, and in a sense, you kind of get what you pay for, but I don't want to say it like that because I believe that it's a good machine because, like, you guys have seen all the designs that I've designed for you on here. So, it's a good machine. Look, it's stitching right along the edge. This design is coming out clean. After it's done, you guys will see more of what it looks like, and you guys saw how I put it together and the techniques that I used. So yeah, guys, you know, for the price, it's the best that you're gonna get, and you do get some quality products out of it. So use my link down below to purchase your machine today, and we are about to wrap up this outline right here. So far, it's looking really good, if I do say so myself. And done. And next, it's going to ask for our light color, this color right here. So we're just going to come on out like so, up, swipe. I got my hand at the top, pull that thread out. After I raise that, of course, because that releases the tension. It releases the tension on the little wheels on the inside that holds the thread steady while it's feeding it through the machine, or something to that effect. All right, take this spool saver off of this, put it over here, and load. This doesn't have any loops in it or anything, so we should be good. Just gonna load this up top here. Boom, boom. Come around like so. Come down. Machine around, up to the edge, down in here with 2 hands. I take it through there, go up, bring this down, press the lever on the side, just like that. All right, it's fed through. I take my little scissors through the loop. Sometimes the loop is very, very small, like just now. Take my scissors through it, and then I pull the remainder of the thread through, and then I trim the excess, not trimming it too short, and then ready to go. That's it, man. Simple and straight like that. Oh, this is gonna be small. Oh, you can barely see that. But it's okay. Still looking good, still looking good. Now it's gonna ask for the black again. Still looking good. You guys can see it real good on camera. Oh yeah, that's looking good. With my naked eye, it looks better on camera than with my naked eye, which is very, very interesting. That's different. That just proves my color blindedness is really a thing. And what I should have had to do right now is I should have moved the 4-leaf clover to right after this in a stitching order. So I'll do that in the software. And so you guys it will just go from here to there, and you won't have to switch threads as many times. I didn't like think that through. So I'm just gonna load up this thread right here, the black thread back in here. Like I said, you guys, it's gonna, if you buy the design, it's going to stitch the clover, the actual leaf right now, because I'm gonna change the stitching order because this doesn't make any sense that I'm switching to black and then switching back to the same color I just took out and then switching again. So yeah, sometimes that happens when you design your stuff like that. You don't think it all the way through, kind of, sort of, and you end up having to switch threads unnecessarily like I just did. All right, so yeah, it's a thing, but I'm gonna fix it so you guys don't have to do it. You know, that's why you stitch it out, to make sure, like, you know, you're giving people the best product. You know, it's going along the edge. This could be a problem right here. Sometimes when the machine stitches like this, it kind of makes like the white stitching come up, but it's not, which is dope. That's a good thing. So I think it's gonna stitch the outline of this and then jump to the inside, but let's see, I'm not sure. It might ask me to switch the thread again. I'm not sure. I think it's gonna jump to the inside though, let's see. Yeah, just as I thought. Ooh, the violence of the machine is jumping a little bit. Typically when it starts to jump like that, white thread starts to peek through, but it's not in this instance. And if your machine is doing a lot of jumping, that might mean that like something is loose in here. So or you might need to tighten this up, because this has a screw in the back of it. This like you can't see this plate right here connects to this metal piece right here, and behind this is a screw. So you guys might need to, that happened to me before, guys might need to tighten up both of these Phillips screw heads right here. So that is actually a thing. So now I gotta put back in the black again, and boom, raise that up, swipe once, put back in the light color again, boom. Let me hurry up and put it in. Real life and straight like that. I'm actually glad I had that issue, like, you know. And guys, if you look at my hoop and saw a little bit sticky stuff on it, I think that's from the first time when I tried to do, I forgot what I tried to do, but I tried to float something, I don't know what, but I sprayed some spray check on there and it's been stuck on there, but I can clean it off. I just haven't gotten a chance to do it. It's not that bad, it's not that sticky or anything, so it's all good. It is all good. I had 2 4x4 hoops. I don't know for the life of me what happened to my other one. I don't know, so I might end up buying a 3rd one, just so I can have stuff pre-hooped, you know what I mean? So we shall see, we shall. One thing's for sure though, surely is looking good. Surely is. Surely is. All right, nice and smoothly. Stitching out the outline of the 4-leaf clover. for St. Patty's Day. Okay, question down below. I need my question answered. Why is it a tradition to go out and drink on St. Patrick's Day? Inquiring minds want. Actually, I want to know. Why is it a thing to go out and get drunk on St. Patrick's Day? Why is that a thing? Is that like something? Like, does that have anything to do with like the historic part of the holiday? Like, I don't know. Let me know. You know, help me correct my ignorance to the holiday, to that aspect of the holiday, you know? Just like on Christmas, why do we buy presents? Why is that a thing? Is that because the, and I'm gonna sound real stupid right now, they came bearing gifts? Is that why? I don't know, let me know down below. I know one of you guys know all these questions, because I know I got some heavy churchgoers in my audience, possibly. You know what I mean? I know who my audience is, so let me know. But this is looking real good. What do you guys think? Thumbs up if it's looking good. Let me give you guys a higher view. Raise the camera up just slightly, ever so slightly, so you can get an over the top view. Loosen this up a little bit more. Oh yeah, that's looking good. I know you guys want to get this one. AllanAway.com. Purchase yours. Oh yeah, I love it. I'm loving it. And then it's gonna ask for a black and put in that black stitch around this leaf right here, which, not to be honest with you, that black stitch outline is not even necessary, but we're gonna go ahead and do it. But like, after it does this part, you guys can actually stop right there and it's a perfectly good design. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but it doesn't really need that black outline stitch, you know? But I'm gonna do it because, you know, it's there, it's a thing. So let me just I'm taking out the thread right here. And this is the last time I'm using this, so I'm gonna put the spool saver on. See how the thread gets tangled up a little bit knotty? No, you guys can't see that, it's too close. Let me zoom out a little bit. See how it like can get a little bit knotty and stuff? No, you still can't see that. So I'm just gonna pull it and wrap it up so it's not doing that anymore. Put the black thread in, stitch it out, and I'll be right back, guys. You guys don't need to see that part. Let's see, on second thought, how good, if at all, it stitches out this little outline around the whole thing. Just jumping. Let's see if it jacks up the design. Taking bets. Taking bets now. See if it jacks up the design or if it makes it look a little bit better. It might make it look a little better. But it is jumping like crazy. When it jumps, I don't know what that means when it jumps. If something's getting caught, I don't know, it does that occasionally sometimes, depending on how small of an area that it's trying to stitch and what's going on around that area. But so far it's actually looking good, you know? Actually looking pretty good. Give this video a thumbs up if it's your first time here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if it's your first time here, guys. All right. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Okay, see, now the bobbin thread is empty. All the way at the end of the design, the bobbin thread is empty. So let me show you guys what to do in this case. Just press OK to acknowledge it. And gosh, so I'm just hoping that this doesn't throw stuff off. Press the cut scissors button, because that cuts the thread. Oh, whoa, I didn't need to do that, but I took the thread out. I didn't need to do that, guys. That was a step that didn't need to be done. So let me just not take it out. Let me just put it back in. Because that's a step that did not need to happen right there. What I just did, took the thread out. But that's what, sometimes you're going so fast, you just do stuff that's, yeah, big embarrassing. Made it more complicated than it is. I just gotta remember what I'm doing right here. I'm changing the bobbin thread at the bottom. Let me trim it again like I'm starting brand new. Changing the bobbin thread at the bottom. Put this back up. Okay, gotta remind myself, because guys, in case you haven't noticed in my videos on my channel, I think I got a slight issue. I think I got like an issue. See, it's totally empty. Wow, never had a thing use that much bobbin thread. All right, so now carefully I load the bobbin thread with the sample going with the extra thread, the tail end going this way. All right, because it has to load that way, or else it will jack your stuff up and the white thread will start peeking through. All right, so it's loaded up nice and good. You guys saw that. So if it messes up now, you know that the machine has an issue. All right, flat underneath, boom, boom. Let's finish it out. Let's see if my bobbin thread techniques of the Master Jedi worked. Okay, press a foot down. Forgot to do that. And picking up where it left off. You guys saw me mess up. You guys saw me load the bobbin thread. Still jumping a little bit. Don't see any white thread peeking through. We're in good shape. A lot of jumping going on. Stop. Jeez, okay. Flappity, flappity, flap, flap, flap. Embroidery design done. Swipe. Whoa, that should have cut. Now that should have cut by itself. Because normally when it's done, it cuts by itself. So I'm just gonna cut close to here and cut this right here. Take it out. Let's look at what we got. What are we thinking, y'all? I got a little bit too much direct light on it, but what are we thinking? What are we thinking here, guys? I think this came out looking great. Focus a little bit, looks perfect. Now, on camera, because I'm looking back and forth at the camera and then I'm looking at the design. On camera, it looks like this is a little bit off a little bit. It's actually not, it's like right on. I still see a little bit right there, but guys, 99cent AllanAWade.com. Let me know if you guys want it. Let me know if you guys want me to put it on there. I think it came out great. I think it came out grand. What do you guys think? That's more of a color of what it looks like right there. What do you guys think? I am going to correct the stitching order. Like I said, I'm gonna increase the density right here a little bit. And I think I might add a little bit more pull comp on this part right here, because that's gonna fill in this gap right here. If I add some more pull comp to this layer right here. And so that's pull comp and stitching order. And that's basically it. And we got one trim right here that we need to make. That's not even all the way necessary. It's like a real small trim right there, but look at the front, looks good. Look at the back, looks clean. There's a little knot right there, but that's cool. That happens sometimes. Yeah, looks good. Let me know what you guys think. All right, I want to thank everybody for watching today's video. The brother SE600 does it again. You see the excellent design is stitched out. I think it looks marvelous. I'm going to make the necessary changes. Don't need to show it to you guys because it's very, very minor. But purchase this design, $1, AllanAWade.com. Yeah, looks good. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Don't forget, Instagram.com/adubbproductions. Follow me there. And also follow me on Facebook.com/adubbproductions and Facebook.com/King A-Dubb. Follow both of those pages. I need you to do it right now. I appreciate you. And follow me on Instagram, A-Dubb Productions. Do it right now. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to continue making files like this. If this video gets, I need 40 likes. I'm going to push the envelope. I need 40 likes on this to continue making designs. And take my time and make quality designs for you guys. 40 likes, all right? I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.
Turn up that, crank it up. Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best, baby?